I've been feeling a little self-conscious about my unit thinning toward the back. Around the nape is where you will see the most hair loss on these because this is where the most tangles happen due to sweating, lying down, and leaning back into a chair and various other things. I also just happen to be a little too rough with the brush sometimes when I go to get the tangles out, especially when I'm in a hurry. When you brush out tangles, there's always going to be some breakage. Luckily, I have some leftover hair from a bundle that I'm going to sew to the bottom of the cap. I also have a weave sewing kit that I bought for $10 off Amazon that I've really put to use. I'm not a professional, I'm just a person who wears wigs every day, and I've been learning as I go. There's already holes in the cap, so I just follow along that adding a piece of a bundle. Since I dyed this unit, the bundle is a little darker in color, but it will blend in. Did you know that your hair is actually more than one tone, usually 3 or more? So it actually adds a little realism when you have multiple colors in your wig. My goal is that if the wind blows, I don't want there to be a gap in my unit. The last thing I want is to look wiggy, or to look like I'm wearing a wig. One of the biggest backhanded compliments is to hear someone say, "Nice wig," because no one should know that you're wearing it unless you tell them. It should be passable as your hair. So now here we go. Sometimes I gotta forcefully pull it through. And also when I use the little crescent needle, and whenever I go forward, I actually go a little bit backwards, just to add a little bit more extra security. And every once in a while I'm sewing, I'll just kind of yank it to make sure that it's secure. And this is the fun, tedious part. I'm just sewing it on. Here we go. I'm almost done, about to be where I want to be, and I'm going to cut off the rest. Now yes, here we go. It looks a little bit fuller in the back. That gap is gone now. So I don't have to worry about the wind blowing anymore. Yay! If you like this unit, I have a link on it in my description.